make sure you touch base with your candidate. Like, it's not just a, okay, I'm confirmed, today we're done, check. It's a journey that you need to be on with them. It's something that I've been passionate about in terms of that's how, like,
all right.
And we're finally getting home. But that reminded me a lot of all of that. So, I'm a little.
That's great.
So I'd love to hear some of the things that resonated with you. Happy, sad, good, bad, ugly. Yeah?
I liked, I'll just start talking because that's what I do.
Yeah, go ahead, Sally. Somebody's got it. Thank you.
I liked his comment, and I hope I got it right. Mercy is God not giving us what we deserve.
Yeah.
And, hold on.
Yeah.
Sorry, and oh, there it is. And grace is God giving us what we don't deserve.
Ooh.
Yeah, I just thought that was nice because grace is a funny word. I love grace.
Mhm.
I mean, I need mercy, but it's a touch point for me on a whole nother issue. But I just like the way he said that, and
Yes.
orthopraxy versus orthodox. Like we know, I'm old, so I kind of was in the group that got taught, here's the rules, here's what you do, here's what you follow.
Yes.
But using Jesus in conversation, what you practice, how you live the day to day.
Yeah.
So I like the way he broke that out.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah. What else?
Talk about imperfection made me feel better about being here, right? Because I'm kind of like, who am I to do this, right? Like, I don't know what I'm doing. So that made me feel a little bit better. I'm like, oh, we're all screw-ups. We can all do this together. Like, we're figuring it out, right? Like, as we go. So, that made me feel, because it's like, how can I teach other, you feel like teachers, he made that comment about when he got up, he gave his CV, because that's how adults know that you know enough to talk about, right?
Yeah.
So I'm thinking, like, I don't have a CV in religion, right? Like, I don't have a CV in Catholicism. Like, who am I to get up and teach other people? Like, if I had to stand up in front of a group of adults, I'm totally not qualified to teach this, right? But luckily, fourth graders won't be asking me what my qualifications are. But so that honestly made me feel a bit better. I'm like, oh, it's good. None of us, like, we're all screw-ups and we're all not perfect, so we'll do it together.
I'm not a parent. What am I doing in this room? Like, every time I walk in here, I walk in with that imperfection. So I feel you all, right? I feel that every time I walk in, like, what do I have to teach you guys? What do I have? What do we have?
Yeah.
Right? I don't know. So there are many things that you have to teach us, right? So there's definitely those imperfections, right? So we're all feeling it, right? What else?
I felt like the perspective of feeling the journey with the kids is so refreshing.
Yes.
I felt like growing up, I'm still, I guess I'm a young adult, but, my parents were like, you need to know this prayer, you need to know this, you need to say this, you need to do this. So it's overwhelming for kids, especially how young you start all of that. So I think it's a nice, refreshing perspective to try to get them to just feel like the presence of it, the journey of it, rather than you need to know all these prayers, otherwise you know.
Yeah.
So, and me as a parent, just a reminder, because that's still trained in my head to be like, you need to know all these things, but to try to encourage more of like this, how do you feel when you hear those prayers, or like, things like that. So, that kind of like got my wheels turning a little bit.
Yeah. What else? Yeah.
I was thinking about when he talked about his daughter, that kind of connected with me because I was telling Lindsay my career was in mental health, and as a counselor, like, we were always told, like, not to talk about the faith and stuff with my mentally ill clients, but a lot of them loved faith. So instead of like telling my personal feelings with them, I would always just be like, write it down, or like, if you feel like you want to go to church, go to church. But I feel like a lot of people like would tell them like not to do it, kind of, because but it was sad because like everybody wants. A lot of people, want a faith and something to believe in, but like their mental health, like they struggled with it. But yeah, I had a lot of questions all the time. Yeah, it was hard because especially like I was younger when I did it, so like a lot of my clients were my age, and when they come in and they're like, "Well, I'm Jesus," and I'm like, "What do you think?" Like I just started in the field, and I'm like, "How do you handle this?" And my boss was like, "Well, just encourage them to like write their feelings down and don't deny that." Like they everything, but it was a struggle for a lot of them. So, and people would think that they couldn't do it. Yeah. And that, when he was talking about his daughter, like it was emotional. Yeah. I felt like she could do it. Yeah. Anybody can do it. Yeah. So.
Yeah, and we've seen that here. Like how many? We have quite a few young people in our pews who are on the scale, the autism scale.
Right.
Who we've had to take special care of to bring through the process, and they've been beautiful experiences. Your children have been amazing to watch, in how they care for their peers, and watching someone and making sure that they know the sign of the cross and when to move forward and caring for each other. So yeah, outstanding. Any other thoughts?
I think too, like when you talk about the perfection and the imperfection, I found myself looking at all the different saints that we have and like their stories and how many of them were not perfect, but somehow were given what we kind of quote unquote give them perfect status as a saint, right?
Yeah.
And how like we use them as role models and how even to look at Jesus as a role model rather than be like him, right? Doing that striving rather than being, if that makes sense. I don't know, it kind of was a correlation for me.
Jesus wandered off and got lost. Was that a perfect child? His parents found His parents found him in the temple.
Yeah.
With strangers.
Yeah,
Would you have considered him a saint? A perfect child? You'd have killed him, right? Right? So yeah, we have to put things into perspective, right? And there's a perfection in imperfection, right? And there's context, and there's a mercy and a grace that we see within all of this, right? I'd have killed him, right? And Mary and Joseph lost their child. Let's remember this, right?
I love that gospel because every time I hear that, I'm like, I would have killed him. Like, Mary is amazing because I would have killed. He would have. There would have been no more gospel because it would have ended.
He would have ended there. It would have ended there.
I don't want to hear that from Mary's perspective.
Right? Or like Joseph, like what was he's like, this kid isn't even really mine, and I'm walking all the way back to him.
Wait, what is the name of Jesus? Terror of demons, right? Is that where he got the name, Terror of Demons? Right? Oh gosh, so funny. Okay, I will never hear that the same way again. Thank you.
I love that gospel. It makes me laugh every time we hear that.
That's awesome. There would be no more gospels. That would be it. That would be it. All right.
Remember Jesus. He screwed up.
That's awesome. Oh, okay, so we're gonna move on. I'm gonna bring Paul up to share a little bit about what did I even ask you? We've been through so many different parts of this now. You're like, I don't even know what I asked you to do anymore. So have at it. You take it. I'm gonna get out of the way. I'm gonna get out of my own way.
So as Sarah was saying, she brought me in to say, you know, I'm going to speak about this. Doug's going to talk a little bit about this. But what does the church officially say? And so she brought her husband, who's who works for the bishops, who has to work in documents and church things all the time to talk about what the church says. So that's kind of what I'm going to do, but I want to do it in a way that's a little more exciting than just like, oh,